David Faustino.
Hello, this is Andrew Chalmers, the writer and doctor in Doctor Who Dark Journey.
This is Dr. Steve-O.
Everybody, this is the Cavernator.
This is Inspector Gadget.
Hey, what's cracking, y'all? It's your boy J-Rock.
Good evening, folks. This is James DeBell.
This is Jeremy Taggart.
This is Kim Possible.
I'm Chris Holden-Lee.
Hey, this is Pat Mastroianni from Degrassi.
This is the evil Dr. Bad Vibes. Again, this is Messy Bear. And this is more from X-Men.
Hey, this is Andrew Gazette.
This is Sean Gunn.
Hi, this is Robert Carradine.
It's Tammy Stronach from The Neverending Story.
Hey, it's Zach Callison. Hey, I'm DJ Jenny Rob.
And I'm Neil Young.
I'm Commander Shepard. Ralph Garman here. You're listening to Droids Canada. You've made an excellent choice. You have chosen wisely.
Warning. Listener discretion is advised.
Hello.
What?
Nothing.
Why is it funny? Because the guy keeps getting smoked with that iced tea.
Just so.
I think what's really impressive about this is that the can perfectly explodes. I think that's my favorite part. I know we've talked about this before in previous episodes.
We have. This is.
But I mean, perfectly.
It's an older clip, definitely, of because you're listening to this on a podcast. Of the guy snapping at a counter and a guy grabbing a Twisted Tea, smashes him upside the head with it to Dave Matthews Band, Ants Marching. I literally think of that every time. Twisted Tea has been my drink of the summer. It's been my drink of the summer.
That's kind of funny.
Why is that?
I don't know. I just find it funny. That's kind of like your music. That is Dave Matthews because of a Twisted Tea commercial. Like, I know you like the music.
I'm a huge Dave Matthews Band fan.
Have you watched Stranger Things yet, or are you still a fucking nobody? Okay, you're still a nobody.
I have not yet, and unfortunately, it's bringing Metallica back to the forefront.
Did you see it, though?
Did Metallica sue them?
No, Metallica...
Are you sure? Because that's
honestly,
what they do.
No, I feel like this was a... Hey, wait a minute. Look how they put over that Kate Bush song that no one knew existed.
What Kate Bush song?
So... In the fourth
I probably
season,
know that it existed. I've never
seen
it, so I don't know.
I'll play it for you. Anyways, so in the show, without giving away too much, there is a character named Vecna, which is like an evil demon or whatever. And when it possesses you, if somehow you're distracted by listening to your favorite song, it can't get you. It's like it distracts you from being taken. It's like a dream world that you're taken into. Anyways, so this stupid song, which is absolutely horrible, is now literally top 10. It never was before. Did you ever listen to this song?
Oh, I've heard this.
Like, apparently it was a good song for its time.
In the 80s, yeah.
Well, keep in mind, Stranger Things takes place
in the 80s, yeah.
So, that's...
Because this is a song that if you listen to it and you don't know Madonna, you could think it's Madonna.
Oh, it's like my conversation I had with my dad the other day about Foreigner.
Foreigner?
Yeah. Because my dad is a huge Eagles fan. Right? Now, I'll explain this to you, and then we'll get into the show.
What is Foreigner? I was waiting
this song.
For a girl like you.
No, this song. Now, if you did not know this is Foreigner, who do you think this would be? When you start singing. It has the sound of the Eagles. I've been trying to explain to my dad the reason why he likes this song. Because the guy kind of quasi sounds like Don Henley. When he gets to the chorus.
Is this It Feels Like the First Time?
That sounds like the Eagles. So he's like, no, it's not. So I literally pulled up Eagles' Hell Frozen Over, which is one of my favorite albums of all time. And we played the entire album and then this song. And he's like, oh, I see your point. I'm like, yeah, because it's the Eagles. Hold on, wait. Oh.
Yeah, that's the whole reason for
Thank you for the alcohol, by the way.
You're welcome. The whole reason for the Twisted, or the Ants Marching beginning was because I am currently drinking a Twisted Tea as we are recording this broadcast.
You have to admit, see if I can show it to you. Here, this is what makes this scene badass.
Let's hope they hear this.
So they're distracting bat demons or whatever.
Okay.
He does it.
Chrissy,
Fuck off. Oh, no.
You can play the song. It's been proven. A lot of people say you couldn't play the song, and you actually.
Master!
I love that song. One of the better Metallica songs.
You know my thoughts.
But what? They do a good blending too when the real song takes over. You can see the tracks now.
The drums, yeah.
Anyways. So Dan, it's been a while since I've seen you.
Yeah.
Got a lot of things to catch up.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of movies.
Every time I open up Facebook, I see.
You don't even open up Facebook ever.
I do every now and then, and I always see that you're at the movies.
You still got that burner account?
Yeah.
Of the political guy?
Yeah.
That no one knows about, so you can just laugh in darkness?
Yeah. Haven't logged into that, and I don't know.
Oh, no. But there's so much things going on right now politically.
Yeah.
Like Joey Hans Biden.
Yeah.
I remember the time, let's get him in, yeah! Oh, God, he fell off a bike again.
See how good that's done.
It's not going so well, but, I mean, I have to tell you that someone just announced their want to be a president. And he done it before. Then he had to follow up Vince McMahon. Jesse the Mind Ventura.
He wants to run
He will
for
be
president.
running for president.
Yeah, he won't even be spoken about.
I don't know. He was on Jericho's podcast, and he's putting.
Won't even be. It's like when Howard Stern
right
says
here.
he's going to
Jazz
run
handsing.
for president.
I'm just telling you what he said.
Right now, the two front runners to run
Trumper?
in 2024 would be Donald Trump versus Joe Biden, and no one whatsoever in the
Votes.
United States wants Joe Biden or Donald Trump.
It feels like the last couple of political races, it's been like that.
Yeah.
That's very
Nobody wants them.
Is it because everyone puts Obama on such a pedestal
Well,
of his time in office?
How
and
is he running the United States now?
Who?
Obama.
Well, he's not even there.
Yeah, he is. He's the guy running it.
Oh, God. The puppet master.
He is.
All right. We know the rule. No politics. We should have even gone that way. I know. I feel bad taking it back. So, Dan, there's two topics we get to discuss this week.
Yes.
One for this show, one for next show.
Yes.
Which one did you want to start with?
Well, how about because it is a hot topic right now?
Okay. I'm not sure if that's a pun.
No, it's...
Well, yes, it is a very sweltering hot topic.
Okay.
And that would be Anime North.
Here we go.
Anime North.
You know, listen, there's been multiple years since Droids Canada has been a thing that we've been asked if we were going, and every time I responded with, why? What is my benefit?
We don't really touch on
And
the
I'm not
anime.
saying this like
it's nothing
No.
against the con or whatnot. It's that we
well,
both...
after this podcast, we definitely won't get into it.
Well, we both don't talk about anime. We know nothing really about anime. Well, you know a bit.
I know anime. I found that the new gen is not good.
My extent of anime was interviewing someone thinking it was Sub-Zero talking to me about hentai, and I didn't know what it was. That is my extent
His
of
finishing
anime.
moves. That's yes.
That was a funny
It was
interview.
pretty
though.
funny. It was like that was the first episode of Con Stranger.
It was?
Yep, Con Bravo.
Like when I
Found out afterwards, that was pretty damn funny. That was pretty funny.
That was well. I mean, that was you're no longer the Con Stranger anymore.
No,
You've kind of evolved now. You're like the guy.
No, I've done my share.
What would
of
you
cons
say you
now.
are now? What is your title now?
What is my title now?
I mean, I don't.
You know
understand.
what? You're gonna have to tune in to the next episode.
Oh no!
To say what the title's going to be, because it's going to kind of go into that a little bit.
Oh no!
Yes, I'm just going to say right now, my 23andMe results are in.
Oh boy!
So stay tuned to the next episode where I'll be giving the reveal.
Not next episode. Next Monday.
Next Monday,
because we have an episode going up. Well, wait a minute. We are this Monday. Never mind.
Okay. The next time.
The episode after this episode.
Yeah.
That is not Hall of
after
Grind.
this episode.
Because that episode's probably going to trigger you if you listen to it.
Yes. It'll be good. It'll be good.
Did you know his highest rated podcast is the one where he deposed Justin Trudeau's horrible tweet?
Really?
Yep. Over 300 listens.
Nice.
I didn't even think that episode was that good.
Oh.
I mean, he got it. I'm not here to judge.
Hot topics, buddy. Hot topics.
So, Dan, what's going on about Anime North? Now, we've been invited to many cons.
Yes.
Over the years.
And we
I've
enjoy
attended
going.
personally well over 100.
Oh, yeah.
Or visited 100 times. I'm tired. So, whenever someone says, you should try this convention, I get very reluctant. Because
we have
it's
our
the-
ones. We have our ones we like, and there's also ones that we would love to see and go to. That are like we have our home shows, our fan expos and our
we have our Niagara Falls and Hamilton and Frightmare.
Hamilton. Those are the ones that we really, really love. Then we have our I love Nickel City. I think they do, and they're coming back next year.
Allegedly.
And we've wanted to move outward little bits.
Right.
I want to do a Florida Con. I want to do, little bits of travel and whatnot. I'd love to do Montreal sometime.
Right.
So there's different places we want to go to do something that's a little bit new.
Right.
And this Anime North was something that's new to me.
Okay.
And I was just going as a fan for my child.
Yeah.
Because my child is a very, very big anime fan. So, yeah. We get our tickets.
It doesn't sound like I went too well.
We get our tickets and we go. And so I find out this after the fact. So, now, they have remained to have vaccination certificate as well as masking in place.
Oh, come on.
Yes, they did. So
why?
Because
the seventh wave is coming.
Listen. This could get us in shit. So unfortunately, in the anime culture, COVID's a lot more dangerous than the rest of the world. I don't get it. I don't fucking get it. Oof. You can put 40,000 people into a Jays game and you're fine. But if you go into an anime convention, mind you, they had no...
The majority of them were in masks anyway, because it's not because
exactly. But mind you, they didn't have any ventilation in the building, so maybe that could have been a bad thing too. But so Friday they have their lineup, and it apparently takes people over 4 hours to get in.
That's
it's not
stupid.
open very long. So what do? They give the Friday people Saturday passes.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, so that was
Friday
stupid.
passes for people who weren't able to get in were able to be used on Saturday.
Oh,
Sunday.
no.
So now that they've sold out Saturday and have all these extra people, there was reports of around 30,000 people.
I think that's...
And it's taking at least a minute to two to get anyone in because you're having to show your vaccine passports at one door.
Of course.
So the lineup... have you ever been to the Toronto Congress Centre?
No.
So it's a very huge building.
No, I've never been to it.
It was 5 lanes of people wrapped lining up. So I'm going to estimate 15 to 20,000 people in a line to get in.
I just would have left.
So it was... that's what the reports were online. Like people couldn't get in, people left, people gave up, blah, blah, blah. So I'm there with my child.
Right.
She's 14.
Right.
Okay. Big anime fan. She's all dressed up and everything, and she's super excited to do this. So we're in line on the concrete tarmac. We have our bottles of water with us. We're sipping on the water. But it's still, when you're dressed up in a cosplay, it's pretty hot.
Sure is.
After about an hour in line, I have to sit down. Boom. Blacks out. Down she goes. Out cold.
Oh, no.
So, fainted. That's not a good sign when you're out in the heat. So I'm like,
nope.
What the
That's
fuck?
heat exhaustion. I'm a huge fan of it.
I pick her up and I move over to the lawn. There's some other people in line who left their spot in line after being in line for an extremely long time to get help for us. Which, that's awesome. That's fandom, and people in fandom
we appreciate that.
Super, super cool.
Absolutely.
People offering waters and said, can we get help, whatnot. So, finally, the line wrangler...
The person
who's holding the big flag that says end of the line, who is like everyone's mad at because the lineup is a gajillion people.
Sure.
So she's like, let's get her inside now. And I'm like, yes, please. We'll get paramedics. Yes. So I pick her up and I'm walking her through this massive line of people to a door. This isn't the door to get in, but she's banging on the door. Security opens up the door and she's like, we need to get this child in. She needs medical assistance immediately. They didn't want to let us in.
Really? So what was the actual conversation? Because I'm curious now.
More kind of...
You should have recorded
her. It. Yeah. I my hands were full of child.
Oh, I'm just saying. That would be one of those times you do Facebook Live. Facebook Live, motherfucker!
So what happened was this person who was working for the show, she was amazing. She literally screamed at the security guard, "We're coming in. There's nothing you're going to do about it other than get paramedics and get them immediately," and literally moved him.
Wow.
So we could get into where it was a bit cooler.
Right.
So I got her on the ground, got her in the recovery position and whatnot while we waited for the paramedics to show up.
Right.
5 minutes later, the paramedics show up. Strap her to the stretcher.
Right.
Because she's in and out. And that's not a good sign. So
Nope.
we end up getting her to the paramedic station. And the paramedics, I have to give props to, they were freaking amazing.
Right.
Cut no corners whatsoever. They were cordial. They were pleasant. They were very, very calming for both me and my daughter.
That's good.
So we spent a total of about an hour with the paramedics. They were doing everything from blood sugar levels to making sure every little detail was covered.
Mm-hmm.
So after an hour of being in, and now we're in the show though.
Well, there's that.
So, so we had recovery room for a little while. So we're in the recovery room when she's like, "Okay, we're okay to go." Okay. So we literally just walked around for just a couple of minutes so she could buy something, because she was there. We were all together inside for maybe 45 minutes. Each 10-15 minutes, took a break, sat down, more water, small sips, because you can't chug, because if you pass out, you'll get sick.
Oh, yeah, Pat, you pick it up.
And so little sips, and then it's like, she's like, "Yeah, we need to go."
So you didn't even get in the show, really?
No, we didn't.
Wow.
And so we made it to the car and we drove home. And that was that. And that was our
That's the
Anime
worst.
North experience.
So I guess no 5 stars.
What's that?
No 5 stars.
No, I'm going to give it a point. No, you know what? I'm going to give it a 2. I'm going to give it a 2.
Why, you going to give it a 2 out of 5 or 2 out of 10?
The show itself, I'm going to give a 0.
Okay.
Because of the bullshit that they did with the line.
They're going to blame the government on this. I'm just telling you this in advance.
How? There's no more mandates.
I'm just telling you.
Look at fucking Justin Trudeau. We're going to have to continue wearing masks on public transit, yet is posing for photos without one.
Some anger.
Okay? We don't... It's over. COVID is over. Get over it. It's done. A family member... Oh, it's going to kill everyone. Got my vaccine, so I'm not going to die. Family members got their vaccine, so they're not going to die. A family member of mine who has the comorbidity, through the roof. If she got it, she should be a goner. She had a 1-day cold. And said, "We shut down the world for this?" And I said to her, "That's because you got your vaccine." So we got our vaccine, so let's go to fucking back to normal. But no, they can't. Even though the rest of the city can, they can't. Why can't they? Why? Why did they decide, no, COVID is very, very dangerous for the young and healthy? Why did they think this? Okay? I'm not a victim. I'm not a victim here.
I don't
It's
calming music.
That's not the reason why everything happened. That's not the reason. But
okay. Are we going to go conspiracy theory?
I'm not going.
You're trying to get canceled. You're trying to get canceled. I feel like you're trying to get canceled.
Fuck it.
Okay.
I'm not going conspiracy theory whatsoever. But there's a point in time where you have to take the example of the great state of Florida. Okay,
the great state of Florida. Did you actually just say the great state of Florida?
Did. Because at one point they said, "You know what? Enough's enough. COVID's over. Let's live our lives." And guess what? Less deaths than everywhere else. Okay? So, why don't you take an example from the great state of Florida?
Let's put some evil music on during your rant.
I'm not being a supervillain. It's just, you know what? It's enough's enough. Enough's enough.
Oh, God.
There was a number of people who had medical issues because of what they decided to do. We've stopped ticket sales for Saturday after 30,000. Cash grab, you think?
No, that never happens.
Oh, these people couldn't get in because we're stupid about our lines? Let's let them in on the day that's busier. Okay, great job.
Oh, they didn't want to refund people.
What's that?
You never, ever. Hold on, I gotta illustrate this. Ever want to refund anyone. Refunding is a no-go.
It's a no-go.
It's a no-go. Because that means you gotta shell out the money. It's like, look, I'm trying to do this politically. I don't know. It sounds like a shit show. Now, anyone that's ever gone to Anime North before that they'll talk to, there's always something. with that show. And it can't be nearly as bad as Frost Gone, and it can't be nearly as bad as Kitchener.
Oh.
I mean, Kitchener Comic Con's the reason why I had COVID. Anyways.
Well.
I mean, it was the only convention that aired that year.
Yeah.
Which is bad. I mean, they have to realize that they just caused a lot of issues. Then the problem is that the government said, and I quote, if you feel that COVID is an issue, you can still continue on using the processes we had before. If they would have said, everything's lifted, doesn't matter anymore, they wouldn't have done it. But the government has given businesses the ability to say, you can screen for that.
Yeah, no.
They should never have allowed them to do that.
They have,
and now the propaganda has begun.
They have every right. The show has every right to say, we want vaccine passports in effect, we want masking in effect. They have every right to do that.
Sure. But the point I'm making is that the seventh wave is coming.
Eighth wave.
No, they said seventh wave. It could be eighth, I don't know. And now they're starting to load up the fourth shot, which... not getting it. I'm done. I played the game, played the Marionette. Someone we know closely is not vaccinated and crossed the border and now is serving 14 days in the sin bin.
In prison?
No, his house. But for what? It's a cult. It doesn't matter anymore. Because...
we're not saying that it wasn't something...
I'm not saying it wasn't, but we've gone through the process. We've gone through the motions.
It has become a virus that has gotten weaker and weaker and weaker with each variation to the point where it is a cold now. A coronavirus. It is a cold.
So I don't drink
Corona beer. We're not allowed
beer.
to say that because if we say that, you're an anti-vaxxer. I'm not an anti-vaxxer. I got my fucking vaccines as soon as I could.
It's true.
To do my part.
It's true.
You did as well.
So, as we close off this episode, would you go back to Anime North ever again?
Fuck no.
And with that, wrap it up.
Bye-bye.
Fucking bullshit! 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 Son of a bitch! Bullshit, Hulk Hogan!
To be the man, you gotta beat the man, and I'm saying, woo, right here, I'm the man.